How you guys doing? Welcome back. Today is January 3rd, 2022. I'm getting this down. We're doing pretty good on that. My name's Evan, aka John Stonkton, Chef Boyer Swing, Bruce Swingstein, all those great nicknames we've had over the year here. That's who I am. This is By the Bulls, the only YouTube channel that encourages you to take your stock trading and investment gist. By the Bulls. Let's get it, boys. If you are new, we're talking about technical analysis in this whole entire watch list. We have 8 great picks today. Before we hop into picks, firstly, I am offering a 14-day trial for my community. This is not going to happen again. This is like a one-time for the next few months, even maybe the whole year type situation. You'll find that in the description box down below. I encourage you to go check my journal. That's down there as well. I suggest you go check all my other classes, everything. Go verify, right? If you have faith in me, if you enjoy this episode, if you enjoy what I'm doing, the extra content just gets you this much closer to being successful. It's 2022. There's so many people out there who try and upsell you something. All these folks out there trying to say they know the secrets. I know what I know, and I'm good at teaching. I'm a certified teacher. I suggest you take advantage. Come see us in the description box down below. Go sign up now. Come say hi to me. You can Discord message me, all those kinds of great things in the description box down below. Go sign up now. I'd really appreciate it. With that being said, if you truly enjoy this content but don't want to do that, which is fine, I'm not going to be offended, I only have 4 digits worth of subscribers. It's a lot. I appreciate all of you. And I hate doing the shilling stuff, but the like button is huge for the algorithm. I get way more views when folks like this video, when folks subscribe and hit the bell notification. If you really enjoy what I do, if you really want to support me, that's all you really want to do, take 3 seconds and go hit that like, subscribe, bell notification. I'll give you 3 seconds. Let's do it. Great. I hope you guys did that. With that being said, all your support, all the kind words mean a lot. It's 2022. It's time to grab this market by the bulls and get this bad boy going. With that being said, 8 great picks today. Let's get right into them. So first is CP, Canadian Pacific. I also want to cover in case you are new. This is my support line. That's my resistance line. Trend line, resistance, trend line. This is where 70% between these two lines. This is where 70% of volume happens on this time frame. I use the 360-day 4-hour, but the 180-day 4-hour works as well. This is also the POC. This is the highest volume node right here as well. I have a whole video on volume profile. Go check that out if you need clarification. CP, Canadian Pacific Railway. This is a gorgeous horizontal triangle. We can see tight lower highs, very consistent. Tight higher lows, very consistent. And we're coming to this nice support area. Even if the trend lines, you're not a big trend line person, this support is undeniable at 70.50. It holds here beautifully, great higher lows. Again, we're risking what, 2-3% here to make a move about 4 to 5, and then full move is about 4, 5, 6, 7% here. It looks really good. We're bouncing off the POC. Once we break that, it's gonna be our best support on this time frame and really take off. But look at this. CP historically absolutely prints. Would you look at that? And look at that consistency of the dividend. Yeah, it's 15 cents, so whoop-de-doo. But if you buy in here, you get a breakout, and you buy into one of these channel ups like it loves to have. Look at this channel up over here. Absolutely. We played off this before too. Absolutely bananas. Coming down, making a new pattern. If it breaks out and you get a good hold here, you can make $1, $2 every month or every few months holding this bad boy as well. CP, great day trading potential, great swing potential. Overall, it needs to be a watch list. Let's check the indicators together. What's so cool about this channel is I actually do not use indicators to scan with or to chart with. Indicators are the icing. Technical analysis is the cake. With the technical analysis being itself what we're doing, the indicators show you 4 things. We call it the MTVV system here. Momentum, trend, volume, and volatility. All 4 of the indicators that I do use here, plus volume profile, help show those things. It helps me enter and exit and plan my strategies. If you watch any of my classes, you know I really emphasize goal setting. Oh, you lost your blanket, buddy. You emphasize goal setting, consistency, and making a trading plan. This is a part of that. It's not the whole cake. It's just a part of that. So again, use these, but don't rely too heavily on them. If you are new, you're going to see live what a veteran sees. Let's go through it together. So first is a 10 EMA cross. That's the blue line. I'll have to watch that first. You can already see off the bat the 200. Look at this red line. It bounces off it like clockwork. And again, if you break above the 200, that's your best go signal. Secondly, you cross the 10, it's good to go. Where are the EMA lines in relation to this horizontal triangle directly in the middle. When the EMA lines are directly in the middle of a pattern like this, that also shows consolidation. That further shows trend. And so if this is showing consolidation for a consolidating pattern like a triangle, it means a breakout's going to come. Up or down, no idea. But again, with the risk versus reward, breakout makes a lot more sense here. CP overall, the EMA lines look great. You want to cross the 10, you got it. Cross the 50, you got it. Cross the 200, you got it. They're all right here for you, ready to go. They look great. RSI, it's fair. It makes sense we're going sideways. It's fair. It makes sense we're going sideways. It's fair. It makes sense we're going sideways. CP here makes a whole bunch of sense overall. I do love what I see. I most definitely watch listed overall this whole entire week. If it does break out, it's going to be insane. So far, CP, it looks fantastic. Next is Etsy. I think most folks know what Etsy is. You buy stuff online. It's where I get my earrings jingledy-dingledy. So I get these on Etsy myself. Again, the trend line is pure. 1 great hit. 2 great hit. 3 close to a 4th. It really prints near this trend line. Again, this support is a massive volume candle. See how much action gets stopped and starts at the spot? This is a massive area it's coming into. It needs to drop 1 more percent maybe. Yeah, 2%. Give me 1 or 2% off tomorrow, a little more red day, and let's find this ground. Let's find this support. Very low risk, very high reward. Most professionals say it's going to be about 330, 340 by the end of the year. If that's the case and we get a good run, we can hold it. 58% to risk about 2 or 3 is an absolute winner here. Etsy, it could definitely break down farther. It's had consistent lower lows and consistent lower highs. I mean, you could have, a possible wedge forming here off the same move as always. You have a nice wedge forming here. A lot could be going on. But the 2 things we can't deny is a very strong support area coming in and a very strong trend line below. It looks fantastic. Let's check the indicators together. When it comes to a 10 EMA cross, they're good, right? They're really good. You cross the 10, you have great run-ups. And again, let's say you cross the 10 here. Oh, I'm up 5%. Worst case, you're up 2, right? Every time it crosses the 10, you have great possibilities for day trading or short swings. You get over the 50, you're good for long swings. Over the 200, long-term holds. So again, everything we usually talk about applies here, but 10 or 50 cross both work fine. RSI, it's low. Stochastic, it's dummy low, right where you want it, and then bulls are low, right where you want them. Bears are a bit high. Bears being high just means that they're getting tired of selling. It's only going to fall so much here before intrinsic value takes over. But overall, sorry, my computer froze. Overall, Etsy looks fantastic. I do love what I see. I'd watch this this week. Next is FYBR. Sorry, my internet cut out. We're back though. Don't worry, we're good now. Next is FYBR. Frontier Communications, XLC looks good here. Look at this uptrend. Very consistent for a newer IPO. And it matches the resistance trend perfectly, giving us a beautiful channel up. We can also see, again, if trend lines aren't your thing, this support at 28.75 is rock solid. Again, we may want to see 2-3% of a sell-off tomorrow. Getting a little bit more red here. And it's going to be a fantastic buy-in, just a bit lower for risk versus reward. POC's gravitational pulling us higher. Overall, a very clear play. Of course, it could break down here, and if it does, we're aiming towards probably 26.50 to enter. But right here, an absolute rock-solid support, absolutely rock-solid trend up, great pattern. I love what I see. Again, newer IPOs, they're more volatile, but overall, a fantastic-looking play. Let's check the indicators together. They're a little bit wider, and they're almost newer, right? Because it's only been a few months of information here. A 10 cross is great. You cross the 10, like right here, you still made 4%, right? You cross here, small percent. You're not risking much when you cross the 10, and it's right there. You want to wait for a 10 cross tomorrow? Beautiful. Over the 50, those are your greatest moves. Over the 200 is also fantastic. Both are too far away. They're not going to wait 5% to buy in here. But if it does, in fact, cross after I bought in because of the value here, I then know I can hold for a longer period of time. But right here, great value. A 10 cross is fine. RSI, it's low at 40. It could be lower. So again, if it does drop down 2%, we'll probably be seeing 32, 33, just where we want it. Stochastic is low. No divergences. You had a bullish one, or sorry, a bearish one. That's why it definitely sold off recently. It's coming back down. And again, right here, it's still a good value. Bulls and bears are tied. If the bulls do cross under, we're probably going to be seeing something closer to 28.50. And if it crosses over under hard, we'll probably be seeing 27 or so soon. But overall, FYBR is a very low risk play, very high reward play for a newer IPO. Good price targets. I love what I see. You're not seeing many good channel ups at value in this market that's been so overbought, so bullish. So to have one like this is fantastic. FYR, I'd watch this dude. Next is KNBE KNBE. Oh snap, I love that, you know, zoom, 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 lightsabers and stuff. That's nerdy. This is a great looking play here. Great higher lows across the board. Again, 4 solid hits. Newer IPO as well, that's totally fine. And again, this support area is undeniable. Sure, I think maybe better support is $20 if it does break down, but 21 in itself is rock solid. Look at this nice ascending triangle it's forming here, right? We're having the same resistance tested multiple times. We're pressuring 2750 constantly, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. Massive consolidation. When it consolidates, what happens? Oh, consolidates, breakout. Oh, consolidate, breakout. Oh, consolidates, breaks out. We're trying to see another breakout here. Low risk, high reward with a consolidation play. Overall, looks fantastic. Let's check the indicators, my dude. A 10 cross is fine, but again, you can see clearly what's going on here. This 200, this red line, that's going to be your resistance. Once you cross that, you're off to the races. While under it, buy into value. And again, this low here, it makes sense to buy into value. Can you play a 10 cross? Sure, a 10 cross is fine. It's pretty good, right? But I think down here, buying in value to lower your risk makes way more sense to me personally. 38, 39, 40 RSI, that's pretty good. Reverse is plenty here. Again, you may see a bit lower. Stochastic is very low, like that. Bulls and bears, again, are consolidating. So KNBE is currently looking for a breakout. We can see it push higher lows, higher highs, and break that 200 EMA line. We're going to be off to the races. If we see that, it'll be a fantastic play. I like it a lot. I definitely watch this at KNBE this week. Looks really good. Next is QDEL, QDEL. And again, it's coming down nicely, but as of recently, a just absolute tank of a higher low channel up. I saw it here. I didn't want to call it because that's just like catching a falling knife. It did bounce 7%, which is pretty dope. But again, I think this may be the first pullback. And again, what's that mean? Every time stocks take off, usually, especially on this time frame, it runs up, first pullback, takes off. Runs up, first little pullback, takes off. Runs up, pullback, takes off. A lot of these first pullbacks is where bulls buy in after there's some form of higher high here. So again, we have a nice higher low forming. It looks like a little bull flag here. If it does take off, we'll be good to go. QDEL, more risky, more volatile. If you're a beginner trader, I'm not going to say buy in here. I want to buy in towards 127, 128. Let this pull back nicely to us and then take off. But again, the structure is undeniable. The POC being a support's undeniable. This trend's undeniable. A really good area of support. It's just more risk, more volatile than usual. So I'd be very cautious going with this one without having more training and more time with the due diligence. When it comes to a EMA crossover in our indicators, a 10 cross is fine. You cross the 10, you lower your risk, you have good confirmation here. So if tomorrow we hold, first candle opens up above it, you can play off of that, go long, and then you put your candle for your stop loss like 155, 150 or 131.55 there. Got it, right? So we can do that, we're good to go. 200 cross is fine, 50 cross are both fine as well, but again, it's a good value here. 44 is fair, 15 is fair, bulls are on top. Again, implying that QDEL is still very bullish here. We got room to run, but we got room to dip before we run again. I think that first pullback's coming. If we do see it, it pulls back nicely. It hits our buy-in area like 2 or 3% lower. It'll be perfect. QDEL this week, I'd watch this it for sure. Next is snow. It's already taking off, right? This looks nice here, up 3%. It has very quick reversal times. It's very, very quick, and it has a lot of greens that come with it. So again, do you want to really buy in halfway up a triangle? No, not usually. But again, it's a very nice horizontal triangle. Great higher lows, great lower highs, right into a nice looking area for us to go long at. Do I want to buy around 325, 324? Absolutely. But I think right here, it's not terrible at all either. I would definitely watch this this week. I'm not going to cover the indicators just because it's not a great value. I like to buy into value. But SNOW this week, you have to watch list it. I think it could be a bit better. It could be a bit better deal. And when we weigh it against risk versus reward and weigh it against other picks, I wouldn't even waste my time with this one. I think there's better opportunity cost. So SNOW, watch list it. If it comes down, great. But right here, I'm not loving the value. That's just me being honest with you. I don't shill nonsense. I say what I say. I mean what I mean. It's all about value. I don't see it. Next is WY. Speaking of no value, what a glorious stock to short. It's coming all the way up to this previous very strong resistance. This resistance trend of a channel up is absolutely gorgeous. And as we can see, it's hitting it and just coming down. 3 red in a row, massive retracement strength. Every time it does this, it comes down with fervor. We could easily see it come down 3 or 4 or 5% at this point. Overall, a fantastic looking short. I think anywhere up here, it's overbought. Short, 38, 50, 39. Go long, hit about 45 this year. That makes a lot of sense. But up here, very easy short. If you think that the markets are overbought, this is a super easy short, low risk, high reward. I just love what I see. When it comes to our indicators, oh, we lost that 10. Every time we lose that 10 EMA line, what happens? Look at this. We lose it, what happens? Oh, it comes down. Oh, we lost it, comes down. Loses it. Oh, it comes down. Lost it. Now that we lost the 10 EMA line, do you put your stop loss or I guess your buy limit at like 41? Let this bad boy come down. That's a great sign right there. You lose that 50, it's hitting the 200. And again, look how consistent the 200 is to buy in that though. Like, let's zoom out. Look at this. 200, 200, 200. Once we hit the 200, yeah, definitely go long. But until then, easy short. Overbought. It's fair. Really overbought. WY here is a very easy short. If you have no faith in the markets whatsoever, which some folks are just perma-bears, I don't know why you think that's a good idea in a bull market. But if you do think it's overbought, I would definitely look to short this one. WU here for a short makes a whole lot of sense. I'd watchlist it. Last but not least is ZUO. One of my favorite plays from the year. I called it like 4 or 5 times over here. And then for a last call, I called it right here. I said, hey, it looks pretty good for a breakout. Went kerchoo like 20%. And it was like straight money. ZUO has been printing for us all year. I think, again, this is a great ascending triangle. I think down here, we're going to reset and make a new pattern off this area. Obvious earnings overreaction. It's coming down because of earnings. And again, it does that constantly. Overreacted here. Overreacted here. Overreacts every single time. Coming back down to value. It's already showing some life here. Of course, below 18 is the best value. Of course, in trends, the best value. If tomorrow's red and it pulls back, you go ahead and you short our last call, and then you can wait for this one to drop down to value. But ZUO around 1755 with this trend being so consistent and the support being a new result, this new support being such a great old resistance here. If it holds and makes a new level, it's an absolutely fantastic pick in my opinion. I just love what I see. Let's check the indicators for some clarity though. I think a 10 cross is fine. You want to do that, great. A 50 cross is the one that really matters. Like you see this 10 cross, see how clean that is? That's fantastic. When you cross that 10, we're good to go, right? Great run-ups. But until we cross that 50, it doesn't really mean jack of anything. So again, when we wait for a 50 cross, sure, I wouldn't. I think waiting for a 10 cross is fine, but down here, it's a great value. That great value is shown because it's at 41. Good deal. Stochastics bottoming out. Bulls down here bottoming out. Bears are topping out. When it comes to a value purchase, if it drops off 1 or 2 more percent, ZUO is a perfect one to be watching. I'd watch this. We played it before. It's been super consistent. I just love what I see overall. And there you guys have it. I appreciate all your guys' time being here, watching the whole episode. It means a lot to me. Again, description box is all the goodies down there you want to have. Come talk to me. You can message me directly on Discord. Come see what we have. And again, we keep it fairly priced. We keep it open. I want folks to come check it out. And again, not only being a salesman, but hey, if I can help someone learn and make money and teach them instead of them being taken advantage of by some stupid idiot on TikTok or something, some nonsense of some scam guy, I'm here to do it, right? So have a good rest of your guys' week. We'll see you guys tomorrow for another watch list. I appreciate it. Thanks.